More legal trouble for Browns QB Shedeur Sanders discovered in court records. Shedeur Sanders skipped court date for 91 miles per hour ticket hours before 101 miles per hour speeding stop on same highway, reports say. New details emerged today from Cleveland area court records, which revealed Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders' alleged speeding incident, widely reported earlier this week, wasn't an isolated event. According to court records and further confirmed by Cleveland.com, Sanders was also cited for driving 91 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone on Interstate 71 earlier this month. This minor misdemeanor led to a court arraignment scheduled for Monday, which Sanders failed to attend. Hours later, Strongsville police pulled Sanders over on the same road after clocking his Dodge pickup truck traveling 101 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone, a fourth-degree misdemeanor. Unlike most states that impose harsh penalties for drivers exceeding 90 miles per hour, Ohio treats first-time offenders relatively leniently if they stay within 30 miles per hour of the posted speed limit. However, penalties can escalate rapidly when aggravating factors are present, such as driving 101 miles per hour on the same road hours after failing to appear in court for a similar offense. Although exceeding 100 miles per hour would result in jail time in many jurisdictions, Ohio typically treats even extreme speeding violations more forgivingly for first-time offenders. However, that leniency can quickly disappear for repeat offenders or when combined with egregious circumstances similar to Sanders' situation. The initial incident was characterized as a potential learning experience for the Cleveland Browns' QB, but that lesson didn't just go unheeded. Little did we know, the opportunity had already passed. Despite the obvious concerns raised by the Browns QB's recent actions, Sanders appears to have received an incredible stroke of luck. Since both incidents happened in such rapid succession, the timing creates a unique situation. If Sanders resolves both cases immediately, he could potentially face first-time offender penalties for both incidents, rather than the escalating consequences that are typically consistent with repeat violations. Regardless, Sanders now faces a simple reality. A third similar violation within the next year will likely come with grave consequences for the hopeful NFL star, including the serious risk of jail time under Ohio law. Shedeur Sanders may have been unlucky on draft day and made poor choices on the highway, but if he has indeed been gifted a second chance, he needs to make it count. It was a bright Tuesday in Cleveland, the kind of summer morning that made you believe anything was possible, especially in a city with a long-standing football curse to break. The lakefront shimmered, fans sported brown and orange in anticipation of the season, and inside the Browns training facility, all eyes were on one man, Shedeur Sanders. After a stellar college career and a draft night that felt like a coronation, Shedeur was the chosen one, the quarterback meant to lead Cleveland to glory. The son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, Shedeur wasn't just carrying a football. He was carrying legacy, expectation, and now, legal baggage. Because this morning, the internet didn't buzz with his throwing stats or training camp clips. It exploded with headlines. Court records reveal new legal trouble for Browns QB Shedeur Sanders. Chapter 1. The Whisper Before the Storm. It started with a whisper on Reddit the night before. An anonymous user, Gridiron23, posted a cryptic message in a Browns fan forum. Check the Fulton County filings. Not just traffic violations. There's more. No one took it seriously. Reddit's full of conspiracies, right? But by sunrise, sports journalists had done the digging. What they found was unexpected. A civil suit had been quietly filed just months before the NFL draft. Allegedly, during his final season at Colorado, Shedeur had been involved in a failed business deal, an NFT venture, with a group of local entrepreneurs. The claim: misrepresentation, breach of contract, and a six-figure amount in damages. Then it got deeper. Chapter 2. The records speak. Buried in the Georgia court records, reporters uncovered documents that hinted at something more personal, a restraining order, filed by a former associate. Details were scarce due to sealed portions of the case, but the filing mentioned harassment via digital communication and reputational threats. Fans were stunned. Teammates were quiet. The Browns organization, blindsided, issued a short statement. "We are aware of the situation and are gathering information. At this time, we have no further comment." But the silence only fed the speculation. Was this the end before it even began? Chapter 3. Legacy on Trial. Shedeur was raised in the spotlight. His father, Dean Primetime Sanders, had prepared him for pressure. Cameras, fame, even scandal. But legal scandal, that was different.